A very good morning, my dear students. Welcome back to geography class. Today's concept is non-conventional sources of energy. According to the reduced syllabus, you will have to learn only in non-conventional sources of energy, solar energy, wind energy, nuclear energy and biogas, their generation and advantages. Only these are the things you will have to learn. Tidal energy and geothermal energy is not there this year according to the reduced syllabus. Only 4 types, that is solar energy, wind energy, nuclear energy and biogas, their generation and advantages. First we will see what is non-conventional sources of energy. The definition is very important. Non-conventional sources of energy are those which have been developed in the recent past as an alternative to conventional sources of energy. As we have learned, conventional sources of energy are non-renewable, so that as the alternative to the conventional sources of energy, these non-conventional sources of energy have been developed in the recent past as the alternative to the conventional sources of energy. These include solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, geothermal energy, nuclear energy and biogas. What are the characteristics of these non-conventional sources of energy? They are renewable and therefore inexhaustible, non-polluting, less expensive and easy to maintain. These are the important characteristics of non-conventional sources of energy. These sources of energy are considered as the energy resources of the future also. Considering their benefits, many countries of the world, including India, started producing these sources of energy on a large scale. Besides, continuous research is being done for development of technology in this field to reduce the cost of production and to make them more cost effective. Next, these are what is the definition of conventional, non-conventional sources of energy and what are its characteristics. You can learn. Next, solar energy. First and foremost important non-conventional sources of energy is solar energy. Solar energy we get from the sun. Sun is the ultimate source of energy. Traditionally, we have been using solar energy for drying clothes and food grains, preservation of eatables and for obtaining salt from seawater. Traditionally, we were using for these purposes only. But now India is fortunate enough to receive higher amount of solar energy, that is equivalent to 5,000 trillion kilowatts per year. This is because of India's location on the Tropic of Cancer. Most parts of the country have 300 clear sunny days in a year, and per hour per square kilometer availability of solar energy is between 5 to 7 kilowatts. So here the question can be asked that why India is beneficial by the solar energy. Question can be asked, give reason India is beneficial by solar energy, one of the non-conventional sources of energy. Give reason. You can frame a question as give reason. Because India is all located on the Tropic of Cancer, you can write, or 300, most part of the country have 300 clear sunny days in a year. Out of 365 days, 300 clear sunny days we experience because it lies on the it is located on the Tropic of Cancer. Why India is most beneficial by the benefited by the solar energy means you will have to write this reason. Next very important concept, that is how is solar energy generated. Several techniques have been developed in India for harnessing solar energy, especially out of those three main important generation of solar energy is there, that is solar cells, solar cooker and solar water heater. Solar cells, they are known as photovoltaic cells also. Solar cells are made of thin wafers of semiconductor materials from silicon and gallium. When the sun's radiations strike on them, the sun's energy is converted into electricity. Solar cells are widely used in calculators, electronic watches, street lighting, traffic signals, water pumps, etc. Here once again, how is the solar energy is generated by with the help of solar cells means these solar cells also known as photovoltaic cells. Solar cells are made of thin wafers of semiconductor materials from silicon and gallium. Then when the sun's radiations strike on them, the sun's energy is converted into electricity. So these solar cells are widely used in calculators, electronic watches, street lighting, traffic signals, water pumps. You might have watched street lights and as well as traffic signals also. Street lights on the middle of the road, we could see some lights which are fixed. During daytime they are they will be charged with the solar energy, these solar cells, and during night time they will be lighting. So these street lights as well as they will be used in calculators and traffic signals also. A group of solar cells joined together in a solar panel can give out a large amount of solar energy and can produce electricity enough to run street light, irrigation water pump, heating of house, etc. Next we will move on to solar cooker. Solar cookers use solar heat by reflecting the solar radiations using a mirror onto a glass sheet which converts the black insulated box. So you can see in the picture which is provided in front of you on the screen. Here once again I repeat, the solar heat by reflecting the solar cookers use solar heat by reflecting the solar radiations using a mirror onto a glass sheet which covers the black insulated box. The raw food is kept in the box. The inside walls of the sides are painted black for efficient absorption of light. We know that black color has the characteristic of absorption of light. So inside the box, the walls of the sides also painted black color so that for the efficient absorption of light. The box is insulated on the outside so that the heat cannot escape. The heater inside of the box emits infrared radiation to which the glass window is opaque. In this way, a significant amount of the energy entering in the oven is retained. The cooking pot is placed inside the box and cooking is made possible. A new design of solar cooker is now available which involves spherical reflector instead of plain mirror that has more heating effect and greater efficiency. Earlier they used to use a plain mirror, but now it is a spherical reflected mirror they are using, reflector they are using, so that it has the more capability of heating and greater efficiency also. This is regarding the solar cooker. Next we will move on to solar water heater. One of the most successful applications of solar energy has been in the field of water heating. This which we are rapidly nowadays we are using very rapidly in almost all the houses. Most successful application which is using the solar energy in the form of water heating. Sunlight is allowed to fall on flat plate collectors which are shallow rectangular trays filled with water and properly inclined so that the efficiency of collection is highest. It consists of an insulated box painted black from inside and having a glass lid to collect and store solar heat. Inside the box, it has black painted copper coil through which cold water is made to flow in. The coil gets heated and the water gets heated and flows into the storage tank. In this way, the water gets heated and we are using the solar energy to heat the water. Once again, I repeat, one of the most successful applications which we are using the solar energy in the form of solar water heater, which is heating the water. So in what way we are getting this solar water heater we are using? Sunlight is allowed to fall on flat plate collectors first which are shallow rectangular trays filled with water and properly inclined so that the efficiency of collection is highest. Next, it consists of an insulated box painted black from inside and having a glass lid to collect and store solar heat. Inside the box, it has black painted copper coil through which cold water is made to flow in. The coil gets heated and automatically the water also gets heated and flows into the storage tank. In this way, solar water heater works and we are using the solar energy. What are the advantages of this solar energy? Solar energy is a renewable source, as we already discussed that it is a renewable source because it is unlimited. It is available unlimitedly. So it is a renewable source of energy which can be harnessed in most of the areas of the world. Next, it can be used for diverse purposes like to produce electricity in areas without access to the energy grid, to distill water in regions with limited clean water supplies, and to power satellites in space. So in this way it can be used in three diverse purposes: to produce electricity in areas without access to the energy grid, and to distill water in regions with limited clean water supplies, and to power satellites in space. Next advantage, the solar energy systems do not require a lot of maintenance. Most reliable solar panel manufacturers give 20 to 25 years warranty also. Also, as there are no moving parts, there is no wear and tear. So after covering the initial cost of the solar system, it requires little spending on maintenance and repair work also. Very important advantage. It does not require a lot of maintenance, and they will give 20 to 25 years of warranty, and once it requires little spending on maintenance and repair work also. Next, it saves fossil fuels like coal and petroleum used to produce electricity, and also reduces electricity bills. And it is also a non-polluting, as we have discussed in the beginning of this concept, non-renewable sources of non-conventional sources of energy. One of the important characteristic, they are non-polluting. Next, another type of non-conventional source of energy, that is wind energy. Wind is an inexpensive, reliable and non-polluting source of energy for generating electricity. And how is the wind energy generated? Let us see. The wind energy is obtained by making use of windmills. The blades of the windmill rotate due to force of the wind. So the blades which are fixed to the windmills rotate due to the force of the wind. That is where they are fixed, where the wind blows very faster. The rotational, here for example, if you see Rajasthan, Gujarat, these areas windmills are more because here winds blow very faster, so that due to that force those blades move more faster. The rotational motion of the blades drives a number of machines like water pumps, floor mills and electric generators also. The rotational motion of the blades drives a number of, they have the capability to drive a number of machines like water pumps, floor mills and electric generators. A number of windmills are installed in a definite pattern in clusters called wind farms. They generate a large amount of electricity. Wind farms are installed in coastal regions, open grasslands or hilly regions. Very important, my dear students. Please note down, they are installed in coastal regions, then open grasslands or hilly regions. The Indian wind energy program is the fifth largest in the world after Germany, Denmark, the USA, Spain and the UK. In India, the largest wind farm cluster is situated from Nagarcoil to Madurai in Tamil Nadu. Besides Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Karnataka, Kerala, Lakshadweep and Maharashtra have important wind farms. In India itself, there is a largest windmill is located in Tamil Nadu at Tenmoi in Kanyakumari district. Okay, next, in this way wind energy is generated. Next, we will move on to the advantages of wind energy. Wind energy is a renewable source of energy which can be produced again and again. It is the cleanest form of renewable energy which produces no pollution, and it reduces our dependence on the fossil fuels. Just it rotates. If there is more faster, wind blows faster, automatically the blades starts to rotate. We need not to depend on any fossil fuels or anything else to rotate the blades. So next, landowners can look for additional income by installing wind turbines on land that can even be used for agricultural purposes. So the land already, if it has been using as for the agricultural purposes, and in the center, in middle, land owners can install these windmills also, and they can get additional income. This is the additional income is keyword here, by installing wind turbines in between in the agricultural land. The electricity generated by wind power can be used for domestic consumption and reduce monthly electric bills, and the surplus power can be sold back to the local grid, which can result in more savings. These are the advantages of wind energy.